Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
You're listening to
Northern Light Public Radio
on 102.7 KCHW.
Chewelah.
All right now. Come on, boy.
Giddy up, Sharon.
Yeah. Good boy. Yeah.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the KCHW Morning Show. It is our Wednesday local roundup with myself, Chuck Ritchie, the lovely Sharon Ludwig, and Paula Randall here with me. How you guys doing
you see
this
that?
morning?
I'm not lovely today. Did you hear that?
I know, I heard it.
Oh, the burn, the burn.
It was lovely as a qualifier to the following names. Are all lovely people.
Sure, Chuck.
Exactly.
Sure. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Did you guys have a great weekend?
I can't even remember.
Oh, my God. Oh, that was not even scripted. That's awesome.
Same. You know, right as you said that, I was right as I said that, I was trying to think, what did I do this weekend? I honestly don't remember.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah?
I do.
Was it good?
It was good. We went to a corn maze.
Oh.
And we did a corn maze because we knew that we were going to be totally crazy this week and we had to do a lot of work. And so we went and we did a corn maze and we had a blast.
You know one thing we did this weekend?
What's that?
You were with me. We did a live walkthrough on the air.
Yes.
Of the what is it? What do you call it?
The Curse of the Pharaoh.
I think our meters just all turned red there for a second.
Sorry, I backed up.
I know.
Backing up.
No, that was a ton of fun.
It was a ton of fun. And I have friends who listen to the live feed, and they said they could hear my screams, which I thought was really good, and that it wasn't too loud.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because all I got, because, you know, when we're walking through, we can't tell what happens live.
Right.
Because we're live.
Right.
And when I got back, sometimes the recording, because we're recording at the same time here in the studio.
Right.
Sometimes the recording records at a different volume than what goes out over the air. So I came back and checked it, and it was just like, wah! The whole thing, it was... The sound waves. I don't know if you're familiar with how sound waves look in an editor, but they were square.
That's not good.
Yeah, it was just a big rectangle. The whole top of everything had just been whoop, clipped right off.
That's too funny, Sharon. For the image, all right. I have always said that I really don't like haunted houses because I'm scaredy. I'm a scaredy cat. And so Chuck went through, and when we listened to the recording afterwards, it was so funny because all you can hear is Chuck going. You can't hear me screaming. When you hear the blank spots, that's me going wah. And I walked through behind him with a hand clutched on either side of his sweater like this, you know, and I'm like doing it.
And
Yeah.
speaking of, so later today we have a guest on the show.
Yes.
We have the lovely Sandra Bradley, or I believe she goes by Sam.
Sam.
I've always called her Sam, but
Sam,
her Facebook
yep.
says Sandra. So
Or ma'am or
Ma'am.
Yeah.
yeah. When my kid was going through Taekwondo, it was ma'am.
Right.
But do I get to change that now? Are we on a first name basis now that my kid isn't in Taekwondo?
I would hope so.
I think so.
I think so.
I think
Co-business
so.
people, yeah.
I think so.
Right.
But anyway, she's going to be here at 8 o'clock, and we're going to discuss some of the stuff that they have going on over at Bradley's Taekwondo, including...
The curse of the Pharaoh.
There you go. Which we'll talk about in a little bit, but that was a ton of fun. I'm glad we did that.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I don't want to go through it alone, but it was a lot of fun going, behind your back. That was really cool. And Theo bringing up the rear, that was awesome.
Yeah, and it was nice because I was about to outgrow that sweater. So thank you for stretching it out for me. I appreciate that.
I warned you. I totally warned you. It's
Right.
like that guy that Ellen, her producer, she used to send him down to Universal Studios every year to go through their haunt.
Yeah.
And he was always so scared, He was
What is it? He's one of the judges on RuPaul's Drag Race now, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, the intern from Ellen isn't he? Isn't that who that was?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I don't-
I am
I
an
don't remember
avid RuPaul Drag
Okay,
Race
okay.
fan. I can tell you he is not. RuPaul, he has, she has Miss Elvis. I can't speak all of a sudden. Do you hear? Michelle Visage.
Yeah.
Are you talking Twitch?
No.
No, because he was on Ellen's show. Was her, Anyway, he was the guy over in the corner that talked.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Is it Switch?
Oh, I don't know.
It's the brown haired guy with the glasses.
I don't know.
I always thought he was a
Okay.
producer. Yeah.
Well, who's the other guy that's the judge on Drag Race? It's the guy that sits on the right.
Well, there is. Oh my gosh, my brain is now going. He was a morning host. I will look it up for you because the name.
You know what? I think it was a season of the Celebrity Drag Race that he was.
Celebrity Drag Race,
That he
yeah.
was the host of. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for all of you who don't have a clue what they're talking about, we're going to continue with the morning show.
And Sharon's reining us in. Whoops. Thank you, Sharon.
Just a little lively drag queen conversation before breakfast. Yeah. So it was a little chilly this morning out there. I didn't. I was able to just make it by using the windshield wiper fluid and the wipers, but I almost had to scrape the windshield this morning. I was worried it was going to have to happen.
I may or may not have driven here without full visibility to make sure I got here in time.
I hope there's no one listening.
I know.
And it was foggy.
So foggy.
Oh, yes, foggy.
You know the fun thing was I was driving behind a school bus on the way here, thinking, well, it's a little late in the morning for the school buses, even already today. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't pay attention to bus schedules. But this bus in front of me, also every once in a while, these lights, like these angelic lights, would go woo, rising above the bus, and then back down. And it was so foggy, it took me a while to realize that wasn't a school bus in front of me. That was the garbage truck.
Oh, funny.
It was the arms going up with this light going up, and I was wondering what is going on. What am I witnessing here? So yeah, it was a fun experience.
It's a mystery.
Right?
Oh.
And it is still currently 30 degrees out, still slightly below freezing.
Weather.
Yeah, right now we have a high of 55 degrees with 28 degrees overnight tonight, 51 and 29 on Thursday with mostly sunny skies. Actually, backing up to today, it's gonna be 55 and mostly sunny, which is kind of one of those nice fall days where it's a little crisp in the air, but still you got that sunshine to warm you up a little bit. And then moving back on Friday, 54 for our high, 33 for the low overnight with cloudy skies. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday. That chance of rain goes up to 19%. Might have some sun poking through. I don't know if I said the temperature, but it's 59 and 42. Sunday, 53 degrees for our high, 31 for the low, and 81% chance of rain. So Sunday's going to be a rainy one.
Yeah, I wonder if that means we might get snow, though, too. Temperature of 31.
Not unless it's
Probably not. It looks like rain in the morning.
yeah.
Oh, good.
So and
Phew.
and Saturday nights only getting down to 42 at night. So it's going to be a little bit warmer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I opened up too much stuff here. Now I lost my place. There we go. Monday, 51 and 27 with partly cloudy skies, 24% chance of rain. Tuesday, the high of 48 degrees and a low of 31. Again, that sun is coming back out with an 8% chance of rain. But if you look ahead to Wednesday, snow showers are in the forecast.
Rain, snow,
Rain
yeah.
and snow mix on Wednesday with a high of 47, a low of 31. It looks like here cloudy with rain showers early snow showers early, changing to mainly rain showers in the afternoon.
How
So it might
fun.
wake up to a little bit of the white stuff
Ooh,
next week.
Yeah, for the radio show for next week. Ooh, that'll be cool. We'll be like covered in snow.
You'd be like pioneers.
Probably
Right?
not covered.
I'm guessing if it does, it'll probably be some flakes coming out of the sky
Yeah.
and melting on your car because it's not going to be that cold.
Hey, I'm going to nurse that single flake as long as I can, man.
More than once, my kids went out trick or treating in the snow.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, over the years. Yeah.
So I'm just taking a look because, our haunt opens this weekend from 5 to 6. Sorry, from 6 to 7. Sorry, everybody, 6 to 7. So it looks like the rain will be earlier in the afternoon. It's not going to be going on at night. So
Okay.
come out to the haunt because we're outside, of course. We're in the yard. Come out and dress warm and go through the haunt.
And of course, you're all done with that, right? It's all completely built and ready to go.
Oh, you're so
you're a little
funny.
early, just kind of fine tuning stuff for the last week.
Oh my God. It's in the nature of creativity that you do everything you think you have a plan and then you get to the panic point and then you just kind of make it work, right? Isn't that kind of how theater works?
I think that's how theater works.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think, procrastination is a hallmark of the creative.
Well,
mind.
we had to buy wood, so a lot of it was finances because the wood was expensive.
Yeah.
So we had to wait. But Daniel built 3 flats yesterday. He's got a little factory going in the garage.
Nice.
And so he says he can whip out the rest of them today. We're going to go pick up some flats from the theater.
Good.
And we'll start putting it up, and then I'll be in there like this with my eyes wide open going, oh, gosh, what do I do with, 200 and I think we calculated 237 square feet of space. It's like,
Wow. I thought you were going to say with your eyes wide open because you would have stayed up the night before working on it.
oh, my gosh.
No, that's the decorating part where you stay
Right?
up all night, the night
Well,
before the haunt.
and my
Yeah.
sister's not getting here early enough because last year, when I was getting ready for the haunt, I threw a bunch of directions in, what is the word I'm looking for, Sharon?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You delegated?
Right? Well, I threw a bunch of decorations in the tent. That's the word, decorations.
Oh, decorations, not
Yes.
directions. There's a big difference.
Right,
between
I know,
those two
right?
words.
I haven't had my sip of coffee yet this morning, but I threw my sister in the tent with all this stuff, and I zipped it, and I locked her in there, and I said, make it neat, and then I took care of the haunt. So she did a great job.
Nice.
Yeah, but she's not coming in until noon.
Oh.
So I don't think that's enough time. I mean, maybe I could still do. I mean, both my sisters. Heck, oh my gosh, think of what
Yeah,
I
with
could
two
do,
of them.
right?
Yeah.
So
Oh
do you
my
have to go
God.
to Spokane then and pick her up at the airport the day
Yes,
of
my
the haunt?
sisters and my dad. The day of the
Wow.
haunt. Yes.
Wow.
So I
Now, was that good planning? Let's think about this.
Yes,
Okay, but
Because
they should
they-
have come the day before so they could help you.
I know, but see, they both work full time.
Oh, okay.
Write,
And
write them
so-
a letter, Sharon.
Yeah, that was like the
What?
earliest
Write them a
flight,
letter. Tell them they.
Yeah.
right? But you should for next year be like, you need to get here a couple days early,
That's exactly right.
right? Believe me, I
Yeah.
tell them that every year.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And they just don't listen.
well, lives and stuff,
Right.
right?
That's fair. Hey, so what are the kids having for lunch and breakfast today?
I know, right? I love this. Okay.
Okay.
So on Wednesday, we have a choice of cold variety cereal or a breakfast parfait or super bakery bread or rotating breakfast sandwich. Wow, that's going to be really hard to eat if it's rotating.
I know, right? Hold
Right,
that
it's
sucker
like-
still.
Right? Talk about breakfast on the move.
Isn't that what we have every Wednesday?
Yes, but it's still exciting. All right, and for lunch today, this sounds good. We have cherry blossom chicken. You can have that with rice, fruit, and vegetables.
All
Do you
right.
like that? I'm ready to do my little
Yeah.
lunch commercial.
What do they have on Halloween? Nothing very exciting.
Oh, that is very important. They should have like monster soup or something.
Yeah, they have lasagna soup, which sounds good, but,
Lasagna soup.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of lasagna. I've heard of like taco soup. I've
What
never
would that
heard
be?
of
That would be
lasagna
like
soup.
noodles and
big noodles,
cheese
hamburger,
and
Yeah.
cheese
meat, maybe.
on the top.
I don't know.
I mean, for me, lasagna is all about the cheese.
Right?
Yeah.
The layers and layers and layers.
Layers and I'm like
layers.
drooling. I haven't had
And
breakfast
layers
yet.
of cheese.
Yeah.
Well, they are giving them garlic toast to keep the vampires away.
okay.
there's
Now
that.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Kind of makes me sad though. I can't have pasta anymore, and it made me think about like, ooh, we should do lasagna, and I'm like, oh wait, that's right, I can't do the noodles, but
Can't do noodles.
Can you do gluten free or
I mean,
ones that are made with other kind of stuff?
feasibly,
rice
if they
noodles?
made a gluten-free noodle that wasn't disgusting.
Oh yeah,
I've yet to find any that actually function as noodles that are not.
yeah,
That are
yeah. I've
gluten-free.
tried some that are different kinds of beans.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just
I've tried everything,
they-
and just nothing is.
nothing compares to
Right.
a good egg noodle.
There's a couple that if you get them just right, it kind of is close, but man,
Yeah.
if you do a few seconds either way, they're not right.
Huh.
We really enjoyed edamame noodles.
Oh,
Yeah, they're green, so they
Mm-hmm.
look like spinach noodles or something, but they're edamame, and they only make two types of the noodle, but they held their shape. They had great flavor. You know, we're like, oh gosh, I don't know if we should try this, but they were really good. Yeah, but like rice noodles, boy, if you cook them too long, it's just awful,
oh yeah, yeah. They just turned
right? It's goop.
to yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what they're having sounds a lot better than that.
Yeah, yeah, it does sound a lot better.
Sharon, do you want to go ahead and get right into the to the events here?
Sure. And I have to apologize for last week for not having my script, and then Chuck found it on the floor. And
was
so we
wondering-
really did have it. I don't know.
I found it last night, and I was like, I bet you this is the script that she
Yeah.
thought she didn't have yesterday.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Oh,
So
that's really weird. You always have your
today is Wednesday, October 23rd. And do we want to do today's birthdays first?
script. Yes.
That is a fantastic idea, Sharon. Thank you so much. All right, so today on the Chewita Valley Lions Club calendar, we have Gwen Oman. Oman, thank you. Donna, I figured you knew. I figured you know everybody.
You know
who's on
her
this
too.
calendar.
She's the girl at the post office.
Oh, I know her as simply Gwen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then Donna Justice, Tim Van Doren, and Chloe Reagan, all with birthdays today. So happy
Nice.
birthday, everybody. There you go, Paula. Go ahead.
Happy birthday, happy day, happy birthday day, yay!
Hey! And anyone out there listening, the Chewita Valley Lions Club, right now, they are gathering those submissions for next year's calendar. If you want to get your name on the calendar, or as many names as you want, go ahead and tap somebody on the shoulder. You can get a hold of us right here. We have a couple of our DJs. Well, Dr. Jazz and his wife, Mrs.
Right.
Jazz, they're both part of the Lions Club. You can contact Melissa Allerding. You can probably, I'm guessing someone at the chamber will point you in the right direction as well.
Right. If you know Teresa Shannon, she's also a member. She reports at Chamber on the Lions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of folks out there. So
Yeah. And I believe their deadline is November 1st, so don't put it off any longer.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna say they're gonna have a cutoff date here soon.
Yeah.
I've got mine, and I can't remember who it was called. It might have been Teresa that I was talking with on the phone. We did a little investigative work and found KCHW's birthday, which I knew I had found in the system before at one point. But the problem is all of the previous, there's a bunch of announcements for past birthday stuff Scott had done years ago. But they all said, this Friday on KCHW.
Oh, with no
Join
date.
us for, tomorrow. Join us for KCHW's birthday.
Oh no.
So it is March 5th. And we
Oh,
are going
nice.
to do a pancake feed.
Yeah.
An event, maybe some music. We're going to do a morning party.
And what
on
day of the
KCHW's
week
birthday.
is it?
That I don't know, Sharon.
That's actually
March.
our anniversary.
March 5th?
Yeah.
That's
It's a
Oh.
day after my son's birthday. He turned 18, and so he was able to sign our marriage certificate.
wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Isn't that fun? Yeah.
That is fun. I love that.
Yeah, because depending on what day, Paula and I would come flip pancakes, only she's going to be off on an anniversary party.
Yeah. But what better day to spend your anniversary than serving free pancakes at a radio station?
I
Yeah.
know. Well, actually,
Actually,
Daniel would want to make them. He loves making pancakes.
Actually, when you say it that way, it does sound kind of fun.
It does.
Yeah.
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 We might have to bring in a temporary sink, though. I'm not sure about the sink situation before, because when Scott did it, he had an apartment next door.
Ah.
We don't have water here, so we might need to fashion some sort of temporary food safe sink. If anybody has anything out there, like something with a pump or a foot pump or something, maybe a temporary camp
2
sink
restaurants
setup.
right over there.
Well,
I wonder
and
if they would let
true.
us.
You've got people who do the farmers market.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, that's true. Maybe set something up outside.
Maybe the people with the donuts would be there.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't. That's a big setup to set up for.
Saying.
I don't know. That would be a lot. So Craig, our good friend Craig McQuain, on Friday mornings, he jumped on here. He says hi. He says, "Good morning, everybody. We'll be jamming some acoustics at Andy's Sandwich and Sports tonight, starting at 6 p.m."
Nice.
So that I'm sure Sharon is about to get to that
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
And
the public calendar.
somehow I don't have him on there, but so today, Wednesday, 23rd, October 23rd, soft
23rd,
pickleball. Now, they have announced on Facebook that it's time that they're going to be meeting indoors. But
Okay.
neither Paula nor I could find when they start meeting indoors. If it's immediately, if it's Friday, if it's today,
Right,
or
November
where
1st.
the indoors was.
Yeah.
We can only assume it's at the old middle school, which is where they had them last year. So,
I'm pretty sure it's at the old middle school.
yeah.
Like 98.8% sure.
Do you
Okay.
play pickleball, Chuck?
I do not.
Well.
I've tried in the last year to get an understanding of the sport, and I think I understand the equipment used in the sport. Outside of that, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's basically like a modified sort of somewhere between, like if a tennis racket and a ping pong racket had a baby, it would be a pickleball racket
Pickleball racket, and then it's like a wiffle ball,
and a
right?
wiffle ball. Yeah.
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 So
Huh.
something along those lines. I do believe there is a netted. Is it a netted racket or is it solid piece? I don't.
I
Remember.
think it's solid. I saw some
Okay.
on Facebook for sale not too long ago. Somebody was selling them. They were quite expensive, I thought. I don't.
Yeah, for pickleball. Yeah. I
Yeah.
would think.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen in video or real life anybody actually playing pickleball, but it does sound. I've heard it described. It does sound like fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we just know that there's pickleball this morning from 9 to 11:30, and if you go to the golf course and it's not there, then it's probably at the old middle school. We just would like to know more.
Yeah.
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 I wonder if there's any pickleball injuries. Like, can you be injured by a wiffle ball?
I have injured myself seriously sneezing, so I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you can injure yourself in pickleball. You
Oh,
just gotta be a
yeah.
little careful. There is running involved and
Right. Right.
hitting things.
I was
and-
just thinking for the actual ball. Blessings.
Sorry.
from the actual ball. I'm guessing. I don't know. Do you ever play wiffle ball as a kid? You ever been smacked with a wiffle ball?
No.
It can leave a mark. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll have to take your word for
Well,
it.
and if somebody hits you with the pallet,
racket. Yeah.
the racket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we used to growing up doing little league. My dad was always our coach or assistant coach of whatever team I was on, and we actually in our garage we had an actual batting machine or pitching machine. You know, one of those with the
Yeah,
wheels
yeah.
that spit out the balls.
Ah.
And in the yard in the neighborhood we would use wiffle balls to practice out in the yard.
Huh.
And you could get that thing going up to like 100, 110 mile an hour fastball.
Really?
And more than once, I got smacked with a wiffle ball coming out of that batting machine. And the wiffle
that
balls
hurts.
the
Yeah,
wiffle
it
balls
would.
for the batting machine are a little bit heavier than the normal wiffle ball. 'Cause
I was
they're
gonna
they're specially
say,
made for the
yeah.
pitching machine, so they still keep their trajectory.
Yeah, because usually with all those holes, they're like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that speed, they make a really fun sound coming towards your
Oh, I
face.
bet they do. I bet they whistle.
Yeah, especially when they're coming right towards your face and you know it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be bad. Okay.
Sorry, Sharon, go ahead.
Unpleasanter things.
So then tonight also is bingo at Fired Up Pizza,
Mm-hmm.
6 to 7. And what was the one that you had with Craig's? Where's that again?
He's at Andy's.
Andy's,
Sandwich
yeah.
and Sports.
So you
Tonight.
could divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm.
One of you could go over to Andy's and one could go to Fired Up Pizza. One could earn money by
Right.
playing bingo and the other could sing and dance.
There you go.
Do they? I think they do
Like a
prizes
win-win.
more so than money. Do they do?
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I should
probably.
know before I say that.
Well, they do gift cards. I know Daniel and Xander, when they played bingo, they won like a free pizza. They got a gift card.
Oh,
I
well,
mean, that's just as good as money in my book.
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
They were like, this is a win-win.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you have anything else for today.
I haven't even looked at my calendar over
Well,
here.
it does
so-
say that the Chula Valley Lions Club meets today. No, that's at the beginning of the month. Do they meet every? No, they just must meet. on the first Monday. Okay, well, all right.
Let's see. I'm still trying to. I still keep going to the 16th. I did that on the food menu. I did that here. I can't believe it's the 23rd already.
I can't either, right?
That means that it's
You know
almost
it's the 20th.
end of the
You got a
month.
lot of work to do.
Got a
Paula.
lot of work to do.
Yep. Tomorrow is Thursday, October 24th.
You're just rubbing it in, aren't you, Sharon?
Yep.
Yeah, I am. And time is marching
Oh,
on.
I do. There is a reminder from the Chamber of Commerce. The news. Any submissions for the newsletter are due today by 3:30.
Okay, so that if you're having an activity and you want it in the chamber newsletter, that's a good way to get it, because not just chamber members can get that newsletter. You can sign up and get the newsletter. Yeah, it goes out all kinds of places.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tomorrow, the 24th, Senior Bunko is on the second and fourth Thursdays from 9 to 12 p.m., and that's at the Senior Hall, I believe.
And right in front of the senior hall, the food bank is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah. So if you're, okay. And then the Wild Wild West karaoke at Oasis Tavern from 8:30 to 11:30 p.m. tomorrow night. And there's a contest there, a costume contest and prizes.
Ooh.
So
Very cool.
yeah,
That is
and
cool.
it's Craig McQueen Music. It says they're having another fun-themed karaoke night at the Oasis this week. Dress up in some Western garb for your chance to win some prizes during our Wild West. I got to get both those wilds in there.
Yeah, the
Right?
second one is really where the
Really,
excitement
really
comes in.
important.
yeah, karaoke.
The first one's just a little wild.
Extravaganza. Yes.
You know what would be like a really good prize? Is like a year of free dinners from the Oasis.
Oh, yeah.
Like those O-burgers?
Yes. Or I heard their fish and chips are really good.
Oh, I didn't even know they had fish and chips.
Yeah. We were talking to somebody and they were like, yeah, their fish and chips are awesome.
Oh, cool. Is that
Okay.
is that something Jason started since he took it over?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm still new here. I don't know.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but you know everything now.
No,
You've been here a year and a half. You know everything.
I know nothing compared to you. I know nothing. I've just gotten involved in a lot. That's all.
This microphone in front of your face gives you magical powers.
Magical powers of knowledge.
Exactly. See, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Are you the one who's messing with my screen? It's like really small now. Okay.
I am not.
Huh? That's weird because I can't even read it now.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
All right. I will troubleshoot this. And
Okay. So, unless you have anything else, Chuck, for Thursday, I will go on to Friday.
I don't believe I do.
Okay. Well, I did forget Cougar Volleyball at St. George's on
Okay.
Thursday. Friday, October 25th, is Chamber, 7 a.m. at the casino out south of town. Everybody's welcome, nonprofits, businesses, and individual people. If you want to know what's happening with the Chamber, 7 to 8 Friday mornings. Adult pickleball from 9 to 11:30 in the morning on Friday. We assume it's at the middle school.
It is getting a little chilly in the morning at 9 a.m. to be out playing pickleball.
Yeah. I'm really interested. I'm getting sidetracked by Paula and her jumping around on this computer.
I know, don't look at it. Sorry. Don't look at it.
Pardon me.
And then the Friday is the Big Stomp, number 2, and it is it's the Stompers. You know, they're
That's not on any of the calendars.
well, it's Friday and Saturday,
Oh.
and 7 p.m. Tickets are available at Valley Drug, Acres, and the House of Music in Colville. And it's also on Saturday, Friday, October 25th, and Saturday, October 26th. It's not two different shows. It's the same show, kind of like a theater play. So go to whichever one you can. You don't want to miss it. There's such a good show. They really put on a good show.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be fun. They've been advertising a lot.
Yeah.
What?
What?
It went back to little. Is it I'm touching something here?
I don't know. I'm going to blame
your-
Chuck.
I think your notebook is on the mouse, Sharon.
No, I'm holding the mouse.
Oh,
But
it's on the
I think
keyboard.
it's on the keyboard. Yeah.
Okay, well maybe it's okay.
Stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Yeah. Okay, and also on the 25th on Friday, Bradley's Haunted House starts, and we will be going into more detail with our guest today. Cougar football at Freeman. Now, if you haven't been by the football field, they're putting up a new announcer stand, and it is amazing. It came in wood. It came in wooden pieces that were already pre-cut and everything, and they've just lifted them up with this big, it's not a forklift, whatever it is, and screwed them together. It's just amazing. It's just so fun to watch.
I was over there the other day. They had the sides laid out on the ground.
Oh.
And I was looking at them, and they're really kind of neat. Yeah, the
Yeah.
sides are just like
cool.
Yeah, and they look at the plans, and it's kind of like a Lego set, and they put it all together. Yeah.
Well, and when you say the sides are wood, they're like solid wood.
Oh, yeah, they're
Yeah.
layered, several
Yeah.
layers
Yeah.
of wood. So it probably has some insulation in there, too, and everything. So, yeah, it's a interesting process. It's going a little slower than they would have liked because of supply chain and everything else,
Yep.
So, and because of putting the foundation in, that took a little longer than they thought it would. Let's see, Saturday, October 26th is a whole lot of stuff.
There is. Saturday's a busy day.
Yeah, the chamber auction and gala. Now, if you don't have your tickets, I understand they're all gone. But you could contact the chamber if somebody had turned a ticket back in, or was ready to sell one. But as far as I know, there are none left.
Most importantly, there at that chamber auction, there's going to be a month of free sponsorship from KCHW available.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
And there's going to be one of the things that they're going to auction also, whether it's the silent or the live, is tickets to get into all the activities that the Center for the Arts is putting on for the full year.
That's
a year?
amazing.
Yeah, for this whole season. So
is that going to be on the silent auction table, or is
I
that
do
one of the
not
live
know.
auction items?
I do not know. At the Hands Across the Nation, they split it up into a few different auction items.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the chamber will do with it. It's
That would be a good live auction item, because that's worth quite a penny there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
that's
it's a silent auction. Maybe we can sneak in to put our name down and then sneak back.
Right?
no. I do believe that you can come and do the bidding, the silent auction, without having a ticket. That's the way they've done in the past.
That's good to know.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be speaking that on the air if that's not really true. But that's what they've done in the past. You've been allowed to come in and bid.
Yeah.
So, adult. Let's see. No, that's not. That's
Trick or treat the
Friday.
haunted path.
Yeah. Trick or treat the haunted path from 6 to 7. That's what.
Yes, and it's going to be epic.
Yes.
Epic. I'm so excited.
If she gets it finished, that's.
I'm
going to
get it finished.
Okay.
Oh
She'll
my
get it
goodness.
finished. I believe in you,
I was going
Paula.
to say, how could you doubt me? How could you doubt me?
Well, I don't. I know that you don't do anything of real importance from midnight to 6, so I know it's going to get done.
There you go.
Yeah. So you have plenty of time. Plenty of time. Okay, the second showing of the Big Stomp is Saturday, 7 p.m. There's a complete skills basketball clinic going on at the high school, and I think you already had to sign up, but that's going on that full day. Halloween is at the golf course.
Yeah, the trunk or treat.
Yeah. Here is this.
Sharon sounds like she's already done with Halloween. She's like, all right, there's another Halloween thing.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You could get your year's supply of candy.
I'm only just beginning.
Yeah. And
Halloween's about the hijinks, not so much the candy for me.
Right?
oh yeah. Well, I had a sister. I got a couple sisters, but one of my sisters, she would have Halloween candy in her drawers. Till Easter, and Easter candy in your drawers till Halloween.
You shouldn't put candy in your drawers; it'll melt, Sharon.
Oh, dun-dun-dun.
No, dresser drawers. And if we were really desperate for candy, we knew where to get into Shirley's stash. Yeah.
Well, you know what happened to us last year? We never 8 years of living here, never seen a mouse in our house, never seen any sign of mice. All of a sudden, we have mice, right? We have 3 dogs and a cat. How in the world? Where are the mice living? Where are they coming from? Cleaned out my daughter's room. I pulled her bed out from beside the wall. Her previous Halloween candy had fallen between the bed and the wall, and was.
No.
We have for a long time. We have hardwood flooring that her floor is still carpet, and we have stored the hardwood flooring for her bedroom under her bed until we can get it done, and it had fallen between that stack of hardwood flooring and the wall, and there was like a 3-inch gap that was full of candy, and the mice were just
Going
having
to
a
town.
field day.
Yeah.
And it was like the
Oh,
one place in the house that I just
You had these
didn't
chubby
look,
little
yeah.
mice running around.
I was going to say, really
Oh,
happy little
man.
mice.
Yeah. Well, at the Chihuahua Golf and Country Club on that day, October 26th, is the Halloween, and they're having a best costume contest. Prizes will be available, and the prizes will be as follows: a 9-hole season pass for one person, a range pass for one person, and a trail pass for one cart, and a $300 Rusty Putter gift card. So if
That's what
you're
I'm
really
talking about right there.
into golfing, you want to dress and go up for the best costume. Yeah.
or if
Yeah.
you're into eating at the restaurant up there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And there will be trunk or treating from 2 to 5, costume dance from 6 to 8. The restaurant is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and a Rockabilly Space Force from 6 to 8.
Yeah,
so,
Chuck talks about them all the time.
Rockabilly Space Force.
yeah, so it's
I'm a big fan.
quite a day.
So Ken
I
has
love those guys.
commented. Ken is online. So good morning, Ken. Glad you're joining us again.
Good morning, sir.
And he says that Sharon and I have switched spots. I guess we used to be on the left and you used to be on the right. I don't know.
I don't know, but we're still where we
I was
always
going to say we've
have.
always been here.
I think you sit over there on Fridays.
Right.
So you switch on Fridays.
No, but I
Oh.
think he's I don't know. Ken,
No.
you have to specify. We
Well,
haven't
and what's
changed.
funny is I don't have any comments on mine. I don't know.
I don't know what to
Something's
say,
wrong with
Sharon.
my machine.
Oh, you know what? I think because I have the cameras
Yeah.
arranged a little differently on the feed.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So then,
Sunday.
Bradley's Haunted
Oh.
House is still on Saturday. So
Yes.
that's another one. And Sunday, October 27th, is All Ages Blues Jam from 4 o'clock or at 4 o'clock at Fired Up Pizza. I don't know how long that lasts. It probably lasts till they quit jamming. Is that right? Yeah.
Usually on Sunday it ends at 7.
About 3 or
Okay.
4 a.m., something like that.
Oh,
No, they don't go that
Yeah.
late.
No, they end. I think it's at 7.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And so, in trick or treating, the Haunted Path again.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the address on that?
If you want to come trick or treat the Haunted Path, you go to 710 West Valley Avenue. We're right across from Triangle Park, and you will see us. We're the only house that has lights everywhere and pumpkins everywhere, and of course, a big 234 square foot structure in the middle of our yard. So you really
Okay.
can't miss us.
Okay. This is
Right,
good.
Right across from the basketball.
Right across
Court.
from the basketball
Yep,
court.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you really can't miss us. It's going to be this big thing. You'll see the bell tent. You'll see all the lights. There's pumpkins everywhere.
Okay, this is good to know. On Monday, October 28th, we're back to adult pickleball. Senior potluck from 11 to 1 p.m. on the fourth Mondays, and that happens to be a fourth Monday at the Senior Center.
Very cool.
And auditions for the Christmas radio play, It's a Wonderful
Yes.
Life, at
It's gonna be
6:30 p.m.
So much fun.
Yeah, that's going to be at the theater.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. And there's 2 nights of auditions. So if you can't get to Monday, you can go to Tuesday night. If you can't get to either one of those, you can contact Paula or Catherine, and you can do Catherine's done on air, telephone
Like Zoom
auditions,
calls,
and
yeah.
Zoom
Yeah.
calls and everything. So, and it's a great thing. Last year we did it, and you do have to learn some things, but you've got your script in front of you, and so you don't have to memorize lines.
Exactly.
You may have to learn how to have some enthusiasm or not, or be sad, or whatever, and your timing to when you step up to the mic and talk, those kind of things. But those kind of things you can do. You can write all those notes on your script, and
Yeah.
it's just a fun experience to get into the theater. The first production will be here live on the radio in December. And the second and third will be over at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts on Saturday and Sunday. And we'll talk about those later as they come. But it's just a fun experience. So that is.
It's so fun. Yeah.
And one thing we're. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, one thing we're going to do this year, because part of the fun of doing a live radio play is listening on the radio.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to have the seats in the theater full because it does add to the production. Especially for the performers to be performing in front of a full crowd, it really adds a lot of energy to the show. But for a lot of the listeners out there, they do want to hear it on the radio, which is part of the fun of it. And last year we didn't have a lot of people the two shows over at the theater sold out.
Yeah.
But here at our theater, we only had maybe 10, 15 people in the theater. So we would like to sell more of those tickets this year because obviously it's a fundraiser for the radio station. I think we spent more on getting ready for the concessions than we actually made on the show. But so this year what we're going to do is we're going to release some virtual radio tickets. And what this will be, if you want to listen on the radio, we would ask that you please go on. We're gonna get those tickets released online, and please go on and give a little donation. We'll call it a virtual radio ticket, so you can help support the shows that we do here.
How nice! How nice!
We have some issues going on with our feed. It looks like, Chuck.
Uh-oh, what's going on? Are we getting? Are we off the air?
I think we're.
Maybe it's just my phone.
My phone is. We're dead. You and I. We're just nope. There's a movement. There's a movement on Chuck, but we look like okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's replaying in fast forward. Weird.
Oh, weird. Well, there's a delay in there, so maybe it's
okay.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, and mine isn't doing anything down below the wording, but.
Oh, that is bizarre.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Sam is here. Okay.
Tuesday, October 29th, Cougar Volleyball at Northwest Christian. Like I said, the auditions for the Christmas play, It's a Wonderful Life, 6:30 p.m. at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. If you don't know where that is, it's about a block south of the City Park on 3rd Street East. Yeah. It also starts the City Chipper Day, and that's from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Those, if you live in the city limits, you can take all your tree trimmings and you take them out to the, we call it the lagoon. I don't know what it's really called. It's out the sewer plant. And they have a place where you just drive in, back up, they unload your truck or your trailer, and put it through a shredder, and you drive off.
The lagoon, is that the actual sewer treatment plant? Is there like an open? I've been
on a tour on it.
Okay,
It's an open one. Yeah, and it's a great service for Chihuahua citizens. So if you're trimming, I got my pickup truck full. It's been full for a week or two.
Right.
Yeah. And then coming up, the Tribal Artisan Day, not artisan. That's pretty funny. Artisan Day, November 3rd. We'll talk about that more. Lions Club.
Is it Mystiquat? Yeah.
Yeah. Lions Club ticket or orders are due, and that's about it that I have coming up. So
yeah.
We just have exciting things for this next week or two.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And lots to look forward to. The one-act plays are performing the 15th, 16th, and 17th over at the Center for the Arts. That's going to be a blast. They are really, really good little short vignettes, about an hour and a half long. Of course, we have the Wonderettes.
Each one isn't an hour and a half.
No. The whole show.
The whole show.
The whole show is about an hour.
And how many plays are there?
I think I was talking to Catherine. I think there's 8 or 9.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So they're quick shows. One is about 7 minutes. One's 12 minutes. They're fun. They're fun little short vignettes. I've been able to see a couple of them, and you just giggle, you laugh. Some are really sweet. It's just a neat evening to just get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, neat thing to do.
I'd like to go catch those. Those look like I've seen you in here rehearsing.
Yeah.
And it does look like a lot of fun. So.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and coming up too, along with all this candy business.
Oh, this candy business
is Boo Fest.
Boo Fest, that's right.
Yeah,
yes,
October 31st. And the history of this Boo Fest was started by the radio station.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. They're the ones who started it because they thought this would be a fun thing to do. And then eventually the Chamber of Commerce took it over, and it's just expanded.
Those rapscallions.
Yeah.
Right?
We should dress up like pirates and take it back.
No, you don't want to do all that work.
I don't want it back. We don't want it. Thank you.
Now,
I've
heard that there's like 50 or 60 different businesses. Can that be right? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Participating.
And a candy contest.
I'm calling it correct. And there's a costume contest. That's
right.
Been hosted by the
right. And do you get a prize for that, or do you?
Yes, there are prizes. There will be chamber bucks available, and I don't remember off the top of my head the amounts of those prizes.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No.
You know, even if they were $5, you can go buy something.
And of course, whichever business gives out the best candy, they get an award, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yep.
And I know somebody who's going to be talking soon, and they always give out full-size candy bars.
I know, right?
Right?
We do that at
We'll be
our
seeing
house,
if they do
too.
that.
Who could that be?
Speaking of,
Right?
she's been out there waiting
Yes.
patiently.
Yes.
Is there anything else we need to get done
I
before
don't
we
think
go to
so.
break here?
I don't think so. Everything else is, I mean, we like to just give teasers on what's coming up, but we don't want to give full details because you're not going to remember. So we're going to keep
Right.
telling you again and again
Exactly.
and again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and take our break. We got some sponsors to thank. We got some news to listen to, and we have the lovely Sam Bradley
Yay,
coming in
Sam
here after the
Bradley's
break.
Here. Yes, Sam
So
Bradley.
we're going to
love
go
it.
ahead and get on our break, get ready for that, and we will be right back with Sam Bradley from Bradley's Taekwondo. Thank you so much for listening to KCHW 102.7 Northern Lights Public Radio.
Oh,
I love leaving the microphone on to get the chatter.
Right? I know.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, October the 23rd, 2024. I'm Mike Clifford. Leaders in Iowa's small towns sometimes express frustration when trying to get help from the federal government. Local and federal officials met recently to discuss the challenges in rural Iowa and ways to overcome them.
Small-town Iowa officials met with federal agencies at the Connecting the Corridor session to learn how to bridge the gap between knowing what money's available and how to put it to work locally. Michael Holton is the city administrator for Trainer, Iowa, population 1,100.
Most of these small rural communities don't have dedicated staff that are necessarily right on top of things when it comes to being able to get funds to get them through the rainy days. And they have to look to other people to be able to help them through this jigsaw puzzle.
Holton points to Iowa's extremely active tornado season this year and says knowing how to get funds from the Federal Emergency Management Agency was challenging. He says local officials came away from the Connecting the Corridor session with direct federal contacts to call when problems arise in the future. I'm Mark Moran.
Next, from our colleagues at National Public Radio, Russia was behind salacious false claims against Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz that circulated widely on social media last week. That's according to U.S. intelligence officials. NPR reports that this is what Russian propaganda looks like in 2024. Vladimir Putin wants Donald Trump to win because he knows Trump will roll over and give him anything he wants, said a spokesman for the Harris-Walz campaign. And folks in Arizona who have completed a registered apprenticeship program could see an average of almost 50% increase in earnings. That's according to a recent report by the Senate Joint Economic Committee.
The Arizona Department of Economic Security's Joanne Bueno says people in the Grand Canyon state who are in a registered apprenticeship program start off at a certain wage but are guaranteed increases throughout the duration of their program. Bueno says registered apprenticeship programs provide paid employment, on-the-job training, and continued learning, all with little to no school debt.
It's a program that pretty much moves everyone forward, whether it's upskilling them, giving them added knowledge to become more skilled. It's also launching them into a better career pathway and a quality of life.
Bueno says she's spoken to many Arizonans who've completed registered apprenticeship programs who call it transformative. Participants are white and male. Bueno says Arizona is making progress when it comes to recruiting more women and people with disabilities. The DES is also working to diversify the pathways for people to become teachers, hoping to reduce the shortage. That apprenticeship program is scheduled to be up and running in a matter of months. There's more information at apprenticeship.gov. I'm Alex Gonzalez reporting.
This is Public News Service. Critics of recent court cases say that they allow corporations to evade responsibility.
Large corporations often urge arbitration in cases where legal disputes arise, such as for a couple in New Jersey that was injured when an Uber driver ran a red light. The couple sued Uber, but was rebuffed because their daughter checked the company's terms and conditions agreement, which says riders will settle disputes through arbitration rather than in court. Head of Oregon Consumer Justice Jagjit Nagra says these agreements are often sneaky.
These mandatory clauses that are buried in the fine print, they're there to evade accountability. And what it does is it funnels disputes into a private system that more often than not favors corporations over individuals rather than it playing out in the court of law.
A similar case recently played out in a wrongful death case against Disney, and the Oregon Supreme Court ruled in a 2022 case in favor of employers that require arbitration to settle employment-related disputes. Companies with arbitration clauses have argued the process is quicker and less costly than court. But Nagra says the Forced Arbitration and Justice Repeal or FAIR Act in the U.S. Senate would take this process off the table.
And October marks Spina Bifida Awareness Month, a time dedicated to raising awareness about a birth defect that affects 1 in 2,000 births in the U.S. every year.
Ohioans like the Baden-Hopp family have faced this medical challenge head-on when their daughter Lexi was diagnosed with spina bifida in the womb during a 20-week ultrasound. For Brittany, Lexi's mom, the journey from diagnosis to surgery was filled with anxiety, but it also led to life-saving interventions at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, one of only a handful of hospitals equipped to offer fetal surgery for spina bifida.
When people meet or see someone with spina bifida, knowing how to ask questions about it, knowing how to approach the subject in a way that's informational, that it's going to be easier to understand and sympathize with that person.
Spina bifida occurs when the spine and spinal cord don't form properly, and though outcomes vary, access to advanced medical care can improve the quality of life for those affected. Farah Siddiqui reporting.
Finally, our Kathleen Shannon lets us know while the enrollment period for Medicare is already underway, open enrollment on the health insurance marketplace is about to begin.
Open enrollment is the time for people to sign up for 2025 health plans through the federal insurance marketplace from November 1st through January 15th. Those with Medicare can change plans through December 7th. Stephanie McCulley with Enroll Wyoming says even people who don't intend to change their current plans should still review them as costs can change.
You could be paying $10 a month for a plan you have now in 2024. That plan could go up in cost substantially, and then surprise, you get a bill in January for $180 for the same plan.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Hear us on radio stations big and small, your favorite podcast platform, and find our content and trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
It's 8:16.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
and by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
No pressure, Sam.
Oh, you got this. You're good.
I have to do my Muppet.
She's looking at you a little strange.
Oh, she's okay. She knows I'm strange.
Wait for it.
All right now. Come on, boy. Yeah.
Got a rider horse.
Come on, do it.
Yeah.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Wednesday Morning Local Roundup with myself, Chuck Ritchie. We have Sharon Ludwig, Paula Randall, and we have our very special guest, Sam Bradley from Bradley's Taekwondo. Good morning, Sam. How you doing?
You need to do that right. The awesome, the amazing, the incredible Sam Bradley. Yes. Okay.
Well, if we'd have done that right, it would have been a few decibels down.
Well, I backed up. So push this up again. There we go.
All right. Well, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
So it is haunted house time.
It is.
It's very exciting stuff. First of all, I want to thank you for letting us do that the other night. If anyone wasn't aware, we did a live walkthrough on the air of the haunted house. It was a blast.
It was so fun.
I think.
Oh, yeah. You say that now after you talked about how scared you were.
I totally was scared. No, but see, I wouldn't have done it by myself, but Chuck said we should go. And I warned him that when I went through, I was going to be holding onto his back, right? And so I stretched out his sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Theo had my back.
Which is good because I put on a few pounds and now
Right?
it fits better again.
Now
Thank
it fits
you.
better because I stretched it out for you.
Appreciate that.
And I screamed like, what, every 2 seconds or something? People were like, yeah, I heard you from out here.
Yeah, I followed you guys through. I stayed back a ways and followed you just to watch. It was funny.
Oh gosh, right? And then there's a wonderful surprise in the middle of the haunt, and so that was just masterfully done. And it was like, wait a minute, I know this space. Where are we?
Yeah. Well, and if anybody that's gone through our haunted houses knows that we, between the first weekend and the second weekend, we kind of changed things up a little bit. So just, warning you guys that if you went through last week, it's not hugely different, but there's a little bit of changes between one weekend and the next.
So you should go both weekends.
Most people, honestly, they'll go like 3 or 4 times throughout the time we're open.
Awesome. So this goes to, is there a specific tournament this goes to? Does it go to the general operations, or is this sort of?
So our haunted house, we have 2 functions for the haunted house. One is to, keep the heat going through the winter at the Taekwondo school. Plus, this is the major part, it's a fundraiser for our local food bank.
Mm-hmm.
So you get $5 off your tickets to get in if you bring an item for the food bank. And it's one of our main goals is to support that food bank every year.
Very cool, especially this time of the year.
Yes.
It's a really great time to donate stuff.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it before. Don't bring whatever is the stuff you don't want to eat out of the back of your cabinet. Like,
right?
Bring something that people actually use. I think food banks in general have throughout history. I know when I was in elementary school, we'd bring like those gross mushy canned peas from the back of the cabinet that nobody would eat.
Right, that have dust on them,
Yeah. If you have to dust them off, go get something nice to bring.
Yeah.
Well, last weekend we got some really good stuff.
Good.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
Yeah.
I think it's that time of year where they're gathering up stuff to feed families for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and also don't forget that when you bring canned goods and everything like that, can openers are also a good thing to bring. Because you can get a can of food. If you don't have a can opener, it doesn't help you much.
Right?
I love that.
Yeah.
I never thought about them giving away can openers before. It's like one of those old cartoons where they're all trying to open the can, all the cats trying to open the can of tuna.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Right?
Nobody
I
has a
have
can
been there.
opener?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's huge. And then one time, though, they were handing out those little handheld can openers, that you have to know how to use the little what is it? It's a
What,
razor
like,
thing.
what, like a P97 or something
Yeah,
like that?
and
Like,
you're like,
yeah.
It's
yeah,
like
and
a
it's like, oh my,
keychain.
I'm like, I'm looking at it like, I may not have the intelligence quota to use this tool.
That's fair. That's
Right?
fair. It does take a little practice with those things.
Right?
So I am fascinated by the process of this haunted house, the construction of it. How long have you been working on this particular haunted house?
Oh my goodness, months.
Months.
And I have to give a shout out to Amy Evers. She is one of the masterminds behind this
Mhm.
haunted house. We were coming back from Spokane and we were brainstorming this, and it was crazy. Okay, so this year it's the Curse of the Pharaoh, and we could not have done this without Amy's help. Man, we were both in there working days and days and days. I mean, just like hours and hours working on this thing. And I think it turned out pretty cool. Normally, I just go for scaring people.
Yeah.
But this year we actually have a storyline.
You do?
Next year we will be back to just terrifying you.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Although I do love this. I got to say, going through it, and we talked about this the other night, the artistic value of this was actually, what you guys did was impressive. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, there was a lot of thought behind it, and a lot of, like I said, a lot of work behind it. We had it took a while, and I like how it turned out. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a thing that I really appreciated was the punching bags that were turned into columns with the hieroglyphics on them.
Right.
I thought that was neat because it took a minute to like, oh wait, you have pictures.
Yeah, well,
those are the actual.
This is
I was like-
actually Egypt. Okay,
Like,
this
wow,
is
Sam, you did a great job. That
right.
looks authentic.
You like that? And so, what was so cool though was going through and like looking at the attention to detail, and how you guys really made it look like.
Yeah, we definitely tried to get you into Egypt.
Yeah.
It
was cool. I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks realistic. And then I was just, of course, at every column waiting for something to jump out at me. So I'm thankful that not every column had something jumping out at me. But
And we were joking
So
around
awesome.
earlier. So you started this, I'd say it's safe to say, probably about 3 months ago. I can remember driving back through the alley a few months ago and seeing you already. The signs were
Right.
going up. And
Yep.
so let's do some quick math here. So by the time you get it torn down, it'll probably be probably the second week of November at the
Probably,
earliest.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Takes
we're
a while.
We're talking probably a 4 month. Safe to say a 4 month span.
Definitely.
So that's a third of the year.
Yep.
Already dedicated to the haunted house. How soon until it just becomes a full-time year-round haunted house?
Right.
As much fun as that would be, I cannot give up the taekwondo. So
You can just work that into the haunt. Work it into the haunt.
Right.
you just need a second story so that you can have the haunt the whole time and still have all of your studio space.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would
Mhm.
work.
You just work on that.
Yeah.
I love that. And you could then you could do. There was one in Tennessee that we would go to occasionally. It was a Ripley's Believe It or Not attraction. Believe it or not.
Dutch.
And it's a haunted mine. And it starts out, you're actually in one of those old mine shaft elevators, and you actually go up, and it's really rickety, and it clangs back and forth.
Oh my gosh.
So second story with an old rickety elevator. I don't know how they do the rickety elevator and still have it be code approved and safe, because it really doesn't feel safe.
Oh wow.
And I think it is actually an old mine shaft elevator that's been restored.
Maybe they
But-
just lock you in and they just shake it from the outside. You're not actually going anywhere.
I think they have it set up so it hits
Right.
points where it makes it rattle, because it's mechanical as you go up. It's like and you feel it. But yeah,
Crazy. I feel like it's been longer than 3 months. I feel like you had that
Well,
spider up for a while.
Yeah. But 3 months, when we actually start the construction of the walls and everything, because that takes time. This weekend, I'm really looking forward to it. Because we're doing Friday, Saturday, 6 to 9, and then Halloween 4 to 8. This Friday, we've got all of our actors in there. This Friday, it's going to be.
Oh my
It's going to be something. And I've been spending this week making changes. Of course, like I said, got to keep it. Got to keep it fresh. Got to
Yep.
keep the changes in. So.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
So you're talking about walls and building things. Do you save a lot of this stuff from one year to the next? to build?
Yeah. I'm one of those people that, if it can be used, we never ever throw it away.
Yep.
We store the walls against one end of our back training room and then one end of the work area. We store our walls. We roll up the black plastic. We save that. We save anything that can be reused because it's going to cut down on costs. And also, I mean, throwing stuff away just bugs me.
Yeah, kind of like the theater. We have so much stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, are you volunteering theater space to store her stuff?
No, no way.
You know, Sharon, we're going to have 23 flats that need a home.
No. You know what they say with the theater, and I'm assuming that with something like this too, the space for the audience and the stage is only 1/3 of the space you need.
Yeah.
2/3 of the space you need is for costuming, storage, set building, all that kind of stuff. And we don't have 2/3 of that space over at the building. So
No, you don't. Well, this summer with so much stuff going on too, you turned the backspace into audition or into rehearsal space.
and we're
too.
doing that now too. We're getting a heating unit in the back so that it'll be more comfortable for people practicing
there's
back
3
there.
plays rehearsing right now.
Yeah.
3
Wow.
things, yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
I want
I-
to go back to the haunts.
Yes,
Haunts,
yes.
multiple
hey,
plays.
Well, that's what
really,
we're here for.
Really
Yeah.
quick, Paula, can you take your headphone cord off the microphone?
Yes.
I can hear it, especially as it goes along that spring. It's very loud.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the haunt this year is, again, this year it's 2,200 square feet. It does take a little while to go through, and we only send one group through at a time this year. And the people that know the secrets know why. Okay. So if you come out, you know, there might be like a 5-10 minute wait, you know, so be prepared for that.
Yeah.
But I think it's well worth it. And everybody that's coming out is telling us, you know, they got positive feedback. They really, really liked it. But this year, luckily, we've had no one nope right back out the front door. So that's good. They're making it through this year.
Well, like you said, it was a fun sort of interactive experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
Yep.
There were a few little jump scares and some stuff where it was a little creepy, but for the most part, you really felt like you were part of the story, and it was fun to just sort of go through, almost like a, not so much a scavenger hunt, but it felt like a lot of, you know.
It felt like theater.
Yeah.
This weekend will be a
production.
little scarier than last weekend. Because like I said, you know, every day we change it up a little bit and make it a little bit better. So this weekend will be a little bit scarier than last weekend. So.
And I was going to say, did you go take it easy on me? Did you like let everybody know, hey, Paula's going through, just lighten up the scare value?
No, not really. I mean, we did tell them that you guys were coming through, and so I know you had made comments in front of the kids in the past, so they might have been a little nicer to you.
Oh my God!
Well, we got reports that when we went through over the air, it actually came through. You could really hear Paula screaming in the background.
Yes.
When I got back and checked the recordings, all you could really hear was me.
Hysterical. But you can't hear me screaming at all.
It was pretty much 10 minutes of me laughing.
Right.
My recording didn't turn out that great. I was gonna edit some down and play it today, but I could just laugh on the microphone and have about the same effect.
Right. Oh my gosh, it was so funny though because stretched out check sweater, and then what really got me is I'm afraid of what I can say. Like the end, right when we turn around.
Yeah, just give away the end.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah,
If you give away secrets, I'm gonna have to beat up your son and husband. So.
No, it's not fair.
which you probably legitimately could very easily, actually.
Right, whip them into shape.
Right.
I will have to say without giving away spoilers, there is a twist that
there is a
actually surprising.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit. I walked out of there like, how in the world
How
did
did
you
they do that?
Yeah.
Right.
And it was real. I was really impressed.
Teamwork. That's how we did that. Teamwork.
I have some ideas. I'm sure there was something that happened to make us not know where we were going, but we definitely didn't
I know
where
the
we
building.
were at one point. Yeah.
And I'm like, where the heck did we go? I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that was cool. That was really, really cool.
Good.
That was really cool.
We got transformed into a new world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Paula, you have to watch what you're saying because your husband says no.
I know. I'm not sure what that was. Oh, because he's going to get beaten up. Yeah. Keep the twisted secret. Yeah, there's lots of secrets.
Okay, for the people that don't know, her husband is one of my students. Okay, we spar. Okay, I'm not just going to go around beating up people's husbands.
No. Or children. Just so you know.
Your wife made me really mad. Get out here.
Is this a service we can pay you for? So we earn extra money for the studio.
That'd be a great fundraiser for the studio, but
Right?
you might want to keep that one on the DL.
Right.
You know,
Oh
that
my
might be like a
gosh.
black market sort
Yeah,
of service
yeah.
that
That's
you offer.
awesome.
Don't want to mention that one.
Yeah,
You know.
we don't talk about Sam Club.
We give him gear. What did I do now?
What did you do?
Oh,
Nothing. Keep on going.
so
Thank you.
like what I do, I did something. Well, so last year you were doing clowns,
Yes.
and last year was so scary.
Well, we did a lot of things, but clowns were part of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that's what started my haunt,
Mm-hmm.
right? It was because I told Sam I couldn't go through her haunt. I'm like, I'll cry. I don't want to,
Well,
too
then you're
scary.
not going through next year.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Oh my gosh, she's doing it again. Okay, but
Oh
that
no, it's so
yeah.
much worse next year.
Oh no.
Yeah, it'll only be for the brave souls next year.
I'm not brave.
But I have to admit, we've had little kids go through our haunt, and they're laughing, they're loving it, and we've had adults go through like crying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So some of these little kids, man, they're brave.
Yeah.
They're really, really brave. Yeah.
You know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have no words. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was one of those kids. As a kid, you couldn't. I would go through the back end of a haunted house. My sister, especially, I have my older sister. She would be crying.
Right.
And I'd be, let's go again. Let's go again.
Oh,
Come on, let's go. And I would be leading the charge, and she would be behind me, screaming. And this is like when she was in high school, and I was, a middle schooler.
See, this is why you're used to it.
Yeah, I just.
Me clutching in the back of your sweater. That's why you were used to it.
If we're traveling somewhere
Yeah.
and there's a haunted house open, I'm like, let's go. Let's go over and over again. So
Right?
I love a good haunt.
I love a good haunted house, but I don't like being scared, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I want to go through and feel creepy, right? I want to have that creep experience, but I don't want anything to like grab me. I don't want to have to run from like some chainsaw wielding, right?
Well, that's one thing. In our haunt, most of the actors in there all the actors in there are either are instructors or are students. And they cannot touch you, and you cannot touch them. And I will tell you right now, I will never have a chainsaw in
Good.
any of my haunts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just no.
Right?
Real or fake?
I will.
Right?
I will do clowns. I will do everything horrible, but I will not do a chainsaw.
Right? Yeah.
So, a little bit off the, excuse me, my throat, off the haunted house. Tell us a little bit more about Taekwondo for some of the people that aren't familiar with
Yeah.
that. How long have you been in Chihuahua?
So we opened our school here in Chihuahua in 2008.
Wow.
And and this is our main location is on Main Street, right across from Napa, 114 East Main. And we've got 6,000 square feet of building there. Our training mats it's a very large space. We offer Taekwondo and Kempo Karate. And just recently, Chris Raincourt has brought Jiu-Jitsu back into our school. So we're open 5 days a week. Well, 6 if you count the Jiu-Jitsu class on Sunday.
Nice.
But when we offer classes from ages 4 and up for Taekwondo, and then teen adult for karate, and I think Chris does 10 and up, but he prefers the younger ones, I was told, to have a background in like wrestling or something.
Okay.
If they do. But we've been going strong for since 2008.
Yeah.
And I've got some wonderful instructors. Pretty soon, we've already started the transition that my oldest granddaughter, Alexis, is in the process of taking over the school. She's my head instructor. She is a 4th degree black belt and a senior certified instructor with our national organization. And she runs classes right now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And she is, like I said, she is an amazing instructor. She kicks my butt. Seriously, she's got the energy level that, I just can't compete with, man.
So have you ever taken a rough count of how many students have gone through your program?
No.
I think
like
that would
over
be
the
really
years.
interesting.
Oh, that'd be so
Yeah.
hard to calculate.
Yeah.
Prior to 2020, we had over 100 students enrolled, every month.
Uh-huh.
And so now we're trying to build that number back up.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but
Yeah, we did a rough count of stage time not too long ago, and we had over 900 kids who'd gone through stage time.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I got way more than that.
Yeah, yeah. and we, the first few years before we got in our building, we weren't keeping track.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, we've got some amazing instructors right now. And we've got actually one that just came back to teaching, and then another one that's coming back to teaching soon. Most of them, they grow up, they go to college, they move away. But the ones we have right now are they're absolutely amazing kids. They really, really are.
Okay, so if I've got a youngster that's interested in anything, and I just want to get him into something, what are the advantages, or what are the what's good about taking Taekwondo? I mean, why would I want him in there?
The main thing is confidence.
Okay.
You can go with the physical fitness, you can go with self-defense, all of that, but the confidence that you see these kids gain over the time that they're there it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Because we've got kids that come in and they're super shy, or they're being bullied, or, whatever, and pretty soon they're not anymore.
Yeah.
Because they've found their place. They're doing well in what they're doing. I mean, even if they're struggling with the actual martial arts of it, they're doing well.
Yeah.
And they come out of their shell, and they're holding themselves different. They're walking differently. They just become more of what they want to be as a person.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to see these kids transform.
I
love that.
We started a year and a half ago now. We started, Daniel and Xander started. So Xander went in first and did it for about a month, and then Daniel joined him. And Xander had never done martial art or a sport necessarily before. So just watching from a personal perspective, my son's change from, going in and not being sure, and I'm not sure what's happening, and the confidence that he has now, he might not know a lot outside of Chwila and the greater world, but boy, when he steps on that mat, there's just I know what I'm doing. This is my space. This is a safe place. I know what the expectations are. It's just, I want to reiterate from an observational perspective, just how amazing the safe space, the sacred space that Sam has made over there at the dojo, because it's just, oh my gosh, I love seeing the kids getting off the school bus. You meet them at the school bus and they come in there, and maybe they don't have a class, maybe they're just waiting for their mom, but she picks everybody up there, she goes out, I got to get the kids from the school bus, I'm like, oh my gosh, and seeing how everybody comes in. Everybody will come in. Old students come in, and they're like, Sam, and everybody gets a hug, and it's just I feel like it's the heart of Chwila. I just the amount of families that go in there, and the space that she's created is just amazing.
Well, I know my kid. I mean, of course, all the things you said happened with my kid. Of course, being a teenager, one day it was the greatest thing in the world, and the next, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
How kids get. But yeah, I do appreciate everything that my kid learned there, and it was great. Just to have that sort of thing and meeting some people and an area where we homeschool, and we were new here at the time, and it was really great to sort of have that. That was sort of my introduction to meeting people, and Chwila was going and hanging out there and being there with you guys.
Well, and for a small community, we have got so much going on. We've got Taekwondo, we've got regular sports, we've got the theater, we've got ballet, we've got stompers, we've got all kinds of things. So there's something for everybody. And I know that in the theater, we've had kids who went to Taekwondo, and then they came over, and they're better theater students because they were in Taekwondo. Those Curie kids, they were in both. And we have kids who do other sports and different things. We just have a lot of stuff for young people here in Chwila.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think it's exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And so what would you say to kids or even adults, people that had never really considered it before, that are considering doing this, or they show up for the first day and they have no idea what to expect? Walk us through how you would sort of break the ice, get them into it.
So the main thing is, we do offer a free class for anyone that wants to come in and just check it out. And if you're not comfortable jumping out on the mats, right away, just come and watch. Just watch a couple classes. Then if you get the nerve up, get out there, try out a class, see if you like it. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, sign up.
Yeah.
We keep our rates really, really low. If they do 1 to 2 classes a week, it's only $55 a month. If they do 3 or more classes a week, it's only $75 a month. So, I mean, we've got we got good rates, and, and we've got a flexible schedule too. They don't have to do the same time every day or anything like that. It's whatever fits in their schedule, because a lot of our students do other sports.
Yeah.
And we embrace that because, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you never know when the kid's going to find that one true passion. You know,
Yeah.
it might be taekwondo. It might be softball. It might be football. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah.
But try it out, you know, see if it's something that you really, really like.
Exactly.
And I would say, you know, again, Daniel is past 50. We'll say that, and he's out there. So don't let age be a reason for you not to try it out if you're an adult, because the children, the instructors are so respectful. You know, I was nervous when he joined because I'm like, oh my gosh, he's the only, you know, older adult that's in this entire class, and everybody from the smallest child to all the instructors, everybody is so respectful and supportive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here's this old guy, you know, and his, you know, kick above the belt, you know, his leg only goes as far, you know. Everybody is just so incredibly supportive and working with your ability. Everybody, really, the instructors work so well with people's individual ability.
Well, you can work that into a routine. You can have your husband
Oh my
kick
gosh.
halfway up and then have one of the kids do a backflip over his leg while he kicks.
Oh my, well, right, for demo, right? That would be hysterical. But no, it's just, I've just been so impressed with everybody's support there, especially for, you know, again, Daniel being older, and of course Sandra stepping in, going, I've never done this before.
Right.
So very, very neat.
And I do want to ask, you mentioned your I wanted to ask about your demo team.
Yes.
So that is comprised of, is it anyone who wants to be on the team? Is it like a selection of kids that get on there, and are there extra practice for
They're
that?
her
I'm assuming.
favorite. No, just joking.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, there is a selection process because they do have to have, you know, a certain level of ability.
Right.
But also beyond that, they have to have the drive. If they don't have the ability, do they have the drive to attain the ability? You know, and that's the main thing we look for, because there is extra practices for that. In fact, today, the reason on Wednesdays we don't have a 3 o'clock or a 4 o'clock class is because those 2 hours are the demo team practice.
Yeah.
So every week they practice for 2 hours, and pretty soon, because we're getting closer to March, they will be going to 2 practices a week, and then right before nationals they will go to 3 practices a week, and one of those is on the weekend. And they have to have the commitment to put in all those extra hours of training, because it's not easy. They compete once a year. It's March at nationals, and that's in, it's in New Orleans, and they go down there and they compete against all the other teams from all over the country, and it is a lot of hard work for that demo team. That's why we're trying to do fundraisers constantly for them, because travel's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
And when these kids are committing that many hours of their lives and that much commitment, we don't want to let them down, you know, and we want to try to help them and their families out with their travel expenses. So that's why we do those fundraisers for them. And we have a parents group right now that is doing fundraisers. And I don't know if at the Fall Fest there was our anti-run.
Yeah.
And I want to thank the community for all the support of those kids running. I know it was a 3K, but most of those kids probably ran like 12K. Because they were constantly, they'd get another sponsor and they would just take off running, you know? And so thank you for all those sponsors that helped those kids out on that day.
Did you get lots of good sponsors?
We got a lot of good sponsors.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. And the kids had a blast. They really, really did. So
it was fun. Did a lot of people get medals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit about the fun run for people that don't know.
Okay, so our anti-run.
The anti-run, yes. Sorry, not fun run.
So, well, there was a fun run / anti-run.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do the run, you got a medal if you completed the run. And this time it was only 3K. I think our next one's going to be 5K. There's also the anti-run. So the anti-run is, I'm not going to run. You sponsor a kid.
Yep.
And this time it was $20 to sponsor the kid. You get a medal. Because you sponsored a kid. They do the run for you while you sat in the beer garden having a beer.
That's and point at them like, look, there you go, win me a medal, kid.
Exactly.
Right? I still have my medal in my purse. Yeah.
I love it.
No, it was so much fun. It really, really was. And I mean, like people like me, I mean, I'll do taekwondo and everything, but I'm not running.
Yeah.
Like I don't run. So
No,
shockingly, I don't run. I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah,
But
I'm not a big runner either.
Yeah.
Not so much.
But these kids, man, they run.
Yeah.
They're good.
I'm to
you
the
know?
point where if I do run, people see me run and they think,
There's
"That
a dinosaur
that's
chasing you."
not
Yeah.
somebody that runs, is it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of awkward. I have an awkward gait. We'll say.
Yeah, I was last picked in PE for anything because I didn't run. Yeah.
You know, I wrestled and I played football all through school,
Right.
and I was always consistently from 8 years old until college the slowest runner on the team.
Right.
No matter
Yeah,
what
I hear ya.
condition I was in, there were times I was in fairly decent physical shape, but somehow my body lacks the mechanism to be fast. I just can't do it.
So if I'm remembering right, a few years back for Chihuahua's Got Talent, you did a Star Wars laser
Yes.
display that was
Yes.
fantastic.
Yeah, our demo team at that point. So Scott had asked us to do a little, kind of like a demo for the break, you know.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
And so we bought all the lightsabers and the costumes, and yeah, they got up on stage and they did a Star Wars demo, and it was so cool. We still have the lightsabers, so it was really really cool.
Well, this year for Chihuahua's Got Talent, last year things got a little weird because didn't realize at the time that we scheduled the original date of the performance on not Halloween, prom night.
Yeah.
Yep.
In between the community yard sale and prom, and had to switch that at the last minute. And then of course the next weekend was a random prom in Idaho that the team also couldn't make it.
Yes.
So no prom is random. I'm just saying. But this year we'll try to coordinate that a little better and make sure that we don't schedule it on the night of prom
Right.
or any major other event that's happening. So hopefully you guys will be able to compete this
Hopefully.
year. Compete or do a demo, whichever you prefer. I will not bug
Yeah.
you if you want to compete.
Yeah.
But if you would like to do either one, you're invited to do a demo or be part of the competition.
I'm sure I'll have at least a few kids that are going to want to compete.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
It will be fun. It will be fun.
Yep.
We'll make sure we can get everybody. I mean, schedule within reason. Let's do the first half of the performance this weekend, and then we'll split up the.
Oh
No,
my
we're
gosh.
not going to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. I was going to say before we run out of time. So our haunted path is of course in support of Bradley's as well. So last year when Sam was talking about the hunt that they did, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's too scary. That's what started all of this. Was like, well, you know, I don't want to have to go to her hunt. Of course, you can always donate to Bradley's. It's a nonprofit, so it's a great place to, if you want, you know, an end of year tax donation. But we put our hunt together. And so all of the proceeds, if you come to our hunt, it's a suggested donation of $5. Everything goes in a bucket for Bradley's.
Very
So
cool.
at the end of Halloween, I think we brought a big envelope or something, and
No, it was awesome.
I'm
it was
so
awesome.
I'm so OCD that of course I had everything. There's this many 20s, there's this many 5s, there's this many, right? There's this many quarters. But yeah, Sam gets an envelope at the end of our Halloween season, and it all goes to the kids. You know, it all goes. We don't
Yeah.
take anything. So yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, another thing is, and we just started this last year. Normally, so we do Boo Fest and we give out full-size candy bars every year.
See, I
And
told you they're going to
we
win.
do over 800. We give out over 800 candy bars. Well, everybody knows that the economy, how it is right now. So we are accepting donations of full-size candy bars right now. So if anyone would like to drop any off at the school, we would greatly appreciate it. Because
if you're heading to
these
Spokane,
are crazy right now. Yeah, Costco has them all
has
on
them
sale
for
right
like
now.
like $6 and $8 off for a box.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
picked
Yeah.
up a bunch for the
And that's what
theater.
we normally do.
Did you
Yeah.
pick up
So,
an extra
yeah.
box for the Taekwondo?
I did not.
Putting you on the spot.
And do you know where we keep the candy at the theater?
In the office with
In your-
Sharon.
in your desk?
In the safe.
In the safe?
Yeah.
We have our creative district candy sitting up in the office, and we do not have full-size candy bars, so we will probably
yeah.
not be in the running for the competition, but we are hosting the costume contest.
Well,
Yeah.
We're hoping to get enough full-size candy bars to do, like I said, we give out over 800. If not, we're going to, I mean, we'll do what we can afford to get, and then we'll just go back to regular candy. So I apologize for anyone who
So
doesn't get a
trick or
full-size.
treat
So what
early
is that?
at Bradley's.
That's what I was going to say. Go early.
And all
Go
of our
early, go
candy
often.
bars have a coupon for a free class on them.
That's very cool.
Oh, that is really fun. That's better than just the candy. Yeah.
That
I
is
know,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
So we have just a few minutes left here. I always like to end the show with a little bit of trivia. Would you guys? I've got some Halloween trivia.
Brace yourself.
Okay.
This is
Didn't we-
this.
okay.
This is kind of random. It's a cross between general Halloween knowledge and some scary movie trivia.
Oh, fun. Okay,
Which-
good morning, Catherine.
You get to do the scary movies.
I don't watch scary
I don't watch
movies.
scary
Yeah.
Okay.
movies. Okay.
Well, I'll try to skip some of the movie questions. It might be specific.
I'll
But
just
some-
like randomly
some-
spew all of the characters.
Okay,
Jason.
come
Some
on,
are
come
pretty
on.
much
Come on,
general
get
knowledge.
on-
Some are
on
general
with it.
knowledge. Okay. Where does the term jack-o'-lantern come from?
Oh, I know this.
This-
Oh,
it's
this
an
is
interesting story.
painful. Okay.
Do you give up?
Skip along Jack or something Jack.
So the term
Yeah.
jack-o'-lantern originates from an Irish folk tale about a cheap man named Stingy Jack.
See? Yeah.
Who made a deal with the devil.
Yep.
And there's a full story. You can look it up online. There's a big, long story behind it. It's actually kind of fun. I was reading it earlier. Okay, so no, you wouldn't know where the world's longest haunted house is. But the world's longest I'm just going to say this one. It is in Lewisburg, Idaho. It is 3,564 feet long and 80 feet underground.
Oh, my God.
Where is Lewisburg, Idaho?
Yeah.
It's in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. I thought he said Idaho.
I did too. I heard Idaho.
Oh, I don't have the soundbite. I believe we pronounce that Ohio.
We're just saying, we all heard Idaho, just so you know.
I might have said Idaho. I did that. Okay, let's see here. This is an interesting one that I don't think you guys will get, and I don't really understand this one either. But I'm going to read it. Why did women look in mirrors while walking downstairs at midnight on Halloween? Apparently, this was an old tradition.
To see how many kids they would have, or
So the spirits wouldn't grab them?
It says to see their boyfriends or spouses.
under
And
their
I'm-
skirts?
I'm not really sure. Why did they? Maybe because they looked behind them to make sure that their significant other was behind them.
Looking in the mirror at the side, or they're holding a handheld mirror? What are we talking about
That's why
here?
I'm trying to understand this question. I don't really
That's
understand what
probably
they're talking
to
about.
predict who their spouse would be, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Oh, I like that one. We're
Yeah.
gonna go with that. Ding, point goes to Sam. All right. So this one's fun. This is movie trivia, but this is one that I hope you guys get because it's a fun one that I've known for years.
Okay.
What sort of mask does Michael Myers wear on
Hockey
the
mask.
original Halloween?
Oh, Captain Kirk's. It's Inside Out.
Yes, exactly. The studio had a small budget, so they used the cheapest mask they could find. It was a $2 William Shatner mask that they turned inside out and spray painted white.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So that is William Shatner's inverse image in white on Michael
Wow.
Myers. Yep. Okay, so this one here, guess what this item is? There are a whopping 35 million pounds of this made every year. It amounts to about 9 billion pieces.
Candy corn.
Candy corn?
Candy corn, the most disgusting thing on
Yeah,
the
Chuck
planet.
really doesn't like candy corn.
I don't either.
I think we had that. I think we had that question last year at Halloween.
It's almost as bad as those little spongy peanut things. Well, yeah, see?
Circus peanuts, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
nasty.
No, see, I feel that way about Peeps too. Yeah, those peanut
Oh, I
things
can't
are
eat
vile.
Oh, Peeps? No, I
hate
can't eat
Peeps.
those.
Nasty.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't like 'em. All right.
They're
Let's
like
see.
nuclear waste. You know, there's like how can yeah.
Oh, roughly, how much do you think Americans spend on Halloween every year?
Well, we didn't. Each American spends $108 on candy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what trivia we found last week.
Do you need a pad and a pencil?
Yes, I do.
Can you do some quick math?
A couple $100.
So
No,
$400.
Americans as a whole, like
Oh, it's okay.
combined, a big number.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, like $2 billion?
You're way off.
Too
like,
high?
Is she too high or too low?
You're way too low.
Oh, 14 billion.
Ooh, that is really close. Do you have a guess, Sam?
I'm just shocked.
Yeah.
Say 12 billion.
$12.2 billion.
Oh, you're so good.
$12.2 billion spent annually on Halloween.
But how
in
many
the United
people are
States.
there in the United States? There's a lot.
There's about 300 million, I think. What is it,
Oh.
about 330 million people in the U.S.? Something like that?
I don't know.
I think something along those lines.
I love how we all look at Sam. Sam, tell us how many people are there.
like I would know.
Okay, so this one here is another movie trivia. So the original name of this was called Halloween House. It ended up being an all-ages comedy, but originally was meant to be a horror movie aimed at adults.
I know this.
I do not know
Either
this.
the Munsters or the Addams Family, one of those.
No, it is not. Actually,
No?
Addams Family is one of the greatest film
Isn't it Haunted
exemplifying
Mansion?
family values. No.
No.
No, it's.
I just read this.
It is. It does have some. I'm trying to say it's like adult stars is not the right word to use, but stars that generally would appeal to more of an older audience who played some of the main characters.
Right.
In this, there were 3 of them. One was a very famous singer at the time.
I can't remember.
I don't
that
know.
was Hocus Pocus.
I was going to say,
Hocus
I
Pocus.
just read this.
Originally meant to be
and it was
a
going to be
horror
much
film.
darker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, that was one of my favorite actors, Doug Jones. One of his big intro movies. He played the zombie guy. What was his name? The one his lips were sewed shut. Doug Jones. Obviously, he was famous for he played Abe in the Hellboy movies, and he's in the new Star Trek series Discovery. Anyway, one of my favorite.
Right. Notice
actors.
I just kind of generally nod my head. Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so there is only one holiday in the United States that surpasses Halloween in consumer sales. Can you guess which one that one is?
Christmas.
Yep. All right, we got just a couple minutes here. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to go through this stuff and find one last good one here.
Gotta have a good one, Chuck. No pressure.
So, what was your best Halloween costume you ever wore as a kid? That's
Your
a trivia.
favorite, yeah.
Oh, one of my favorites was I was a baby. It was one of those like optical illusion ones where my legs were the legs of this old lady, and your upper body sticks out. There was a torso in front of me of this old lady hunched over, and I was riding on her back like in a sling. Yeah,
That's really clever.
Yeah, that one was a fun one.
Oh.
I've seen some really great tutorials on doing those.
Wow.
This one was
Wow.
one I bought, but yeah. How about you guys? Do you have a good one?
Yeah, Sharon, what was yours?
Well, my best girlfriend and I, we both dressed up as scarecrows. I don't know,
Yeah.
That's cool.
We got the only reason I remember that is my mom took a picture of us, and I got a picture of it. You know.
I did enjoy last year. I dressed as Waldo, and my wife was Carmen Sandiego. So where's Waldo?
That works.
And where's Carmen? Yeah.
Cool.
How
What
about you,
about
Paula?
you? Sorry, I'm
Sam.
deflecting.
Let's go to Sam.
I don't know. It was like kind of like a ghoul type thing. Had teeth and, the contacts and everything like that. And I carried this little clown doll that my mother-in-law had given me, and it was holding a cleaver.
Ooh.
And so every time you push a button, it would cackle and everything like that. People wouldn't even come up my walk. and this we were stationed in Oregon and on Coast Guard housing, and so yeah, it was the creepiest thing I've ever done. So
nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And you were an adult when you did this?
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know that I've ever done a costume as an adult. Just
You
not
need to
into-
do costumes. You have a whole theater. There's no excuse.
Obviously, I kind of get into Halloween. I got a haunted house, So.
It was. I think it was when we were discussing the Creative District doing the haunted or the Halloween costume contest. One of the discussions, someone said, "Oh, I hope we can really get some adults to take part too." And my brain kind of froze for a second. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is for kids too." Here's someone's thinking they hope adults participate, and I'm thinking this is purely adult oriented. And I'm like, "Oh wait, yeah, kids want to participate too." Yeah, so
right.
I'm a big kid.
And
at
what
heart.
about you, Paula? Your best.
The only costume that I can remember was a Casper the Ghost
Oh.
with those
Oh.
plastic Casper faces,
Mm-hmm,
the string that goes around your back, the head, and that's the only one that I can remember being as a kid.
We were talking
Yeah.
the other day. We really need to bring back those really creepy
Little plastic,
vintage,
yeah.
the old
From the 80s and stuff. Yeah.
Not even that, the old black and white photos from
Oh.
the
Yeah.
Victorian era.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
kids'
those are
costumes.
Those are
super
horrifying.
They were
Right?
terrifying.
Hey, is anybody going to do the
That's the stuff of
pumpkin
nightmares.
challenge, the pumpkin head challenge?
What is
Right? So
that?
you go get a pumpkin, and it's got to be big enough to fit over your head,
Mm-hmm.
and you carve it out, and you cut the hole out of the bottom, and you wear it on your shoulders.
That sounds disgusting.
Right?
There's,
Yeah.
there's
Sounds
no way I
very
could
wet,
put a pumpkin
right?
on my head.
All I'm thinking is that
No,
sounds
I could not do that.
that sounds really to really gross everybody out. That sounds really moist.
Of course, you would carve it out and dry it a bit. But yeah, that's the
Wow.
new trend is that for family photos for Halloween, the whole family, you go and get pumpkins that are big enough for the adults' heads and everybody, and you carve them out and you carve the face. and then you wear the pumpkin.
I'm just imagining out in the cold, it'd be sticky and cold and goopy. And
Yeah, I wouldn't want to. Again, clean it out, Chuck. I mean, you're not going to stick your head in a bunch of pumpkin dust.
There's only so much you can clean out of the inside of the pumpkin.
Yeah, my sister's best friend went as a pumpkin, but her mom made her costume, and it was huge, and it went all the way down, and she just had to kind of
Right?
wobble.
Poofy?
Yeah.
All right. Daniel says his best costume was a wounded Minuteman that he wore in 1976.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And then Catherine is talking about the pumpkins being moist. Is that a word we can say on the radio?
Does the FCC even allow that word?
Well, and if you did it too far ahead, it'd start to mold inside.
Ew!
Whoa.
You're not going to wear it for long
This
term.
just went to another
my
level.
goodness. We're
We're
going there.
Your old pumpkin that's been sitting out on the porch for a month. Ew. Ew.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, that just about does it for our time. Do you have anything else you want to say? Anything you have coming up that you'd like to let people know about?
Well, you guys come out to the haunted house this Friday and Saturday from 6 to 9. And then also on Halloween from 4 to 8. We're going to be ready for you guys. It's going to be awesome.
Outstanding.
Right? And if it's too scary, come to the other haunt on Saturday and Sunday.
Even if it's not too scary, do ours and then go do hers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Do them
'Cause
both.
They're both going to Bradley's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And give her more than what she's asking for. Bring food for the food bank and give her the full donation.
I like that.
I like her.
I like
Yeah.
that. Or do that and then maybe throw an extra $5 down for the food bank.
Actually,
Yeah.
our first night that was open, people actually were donating money on top of the entrance fee. So it was very nice.
And I do,
helps these kids.
I do want to remind everybody that if you come to our haunt on Saturday and Sunday, we do have the selfie station set up with somebody,
Very cool.
a volunteer there waiting to take your family portrait. So if you want to come and stand with your family in costume or not in costume in front of the backdrop, you can have a nice family haunted photo.
I'm coming to yours on Sunday.
I know, I'm so excited.
And where is that again?
710 West Valley Avenue across from Triangle Park from the basketball. And you'll see it.
There you go. And
Yeah,
your
we're
address
lit
again,
up.
Sam?
114 East Main Avenue, just right across from Napa.
Not like anybody doesn't know where.
I know. It's the
But you
taekwondo school.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Some
Yep.
people don't know. Well, again, I'd like to give a sincere thank you for coming in today, and
Well,
really thank you for
having
letting
me.
Thank you for letting us do that the other night. That was
Oh, that
an
was fun. Oh my gosh,
absolute
That was
blast.
so much fun. Yeah, that was really cool.
Next time, I think we might want to do it again, but bring some better microphones, and really catch some of the.
Yeah.
Because I've got a couple microphones where we can really get like the full surround sound.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And
Yeah, that would be fun.
I wasn't thinking my phone. I was using my phone through a Zoom call, and it has like this noise cancellation on
Yeah.
it, and so it was literally only picking up our voices.
Oh, okay.
And all the side stuff got missed, and I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't accounting for that. So
Yeah.
it'd be fun if you'd be willing to let us come back again and try it
Of
again.
course.
I'll bring
Yeah,
a I'll
definitely.
bring
It's gonna be
I'll bring a
scary.
different I'll bring a different microphone.
Yeah. No,
Something we can
definitely
get
come
all
again.
the sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh
great.
my gosh, no pressure. Okay.
Alrighty, and you guys can stay tuned here tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. We have music for the mountain. 8 to 10 p.m. is Dirt Road Blues with our very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio. Then from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. is Planetary Radio, Sea Change, Echo Shock, Total from the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. That's a mouthful, and Earth Date. So we hope you all have a great Wednesday. The weather's going to be gorgeous today.
Yeah.
So get out there and enjoy one of these last sunny days of fall.
Yeah.
So
Rake those leaves.
rake
Don't
those
rake the
leaves.
leaves.
Get yourself
I
ready for
know.
the chipper days coming up. And what are the dates for the chipper days?
Chipper Days next Tuesday and Wednesday from 8 to 3.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for listening to KCHW 102.7. This is it for the morning show.
Have a great day, everybody.
See you next week. Well, Paula will see you
I'll see you
Friday.
Friday.
I think I just got a spider web in my face.
Speaking of Halloween.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
It's 9:07.
Your KCHW